Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. So here we have another question from the same passage, and the direction for question is answer the following question based on the information provided below. Well, let's jump to the question as we understood the text. Uh, so the question stated here, what is the author's likely purpose in discussing the influence of accrediting agencies on the adoption of holistic patient care practices? So when we talk about holistic patient care practice, right? So the question asked here what is the author's likely purpose in mentioning accrediting agency and other role in holistic patient care? Now, see that we can find out in the last paragraph where it is stated about treating patient holistically. It should go without saying that many are the healthcare professional who would choose to nurture and to care for their own patient in the same way, with or without the existence of any such accrediting agencies. Now, in that case, let's look at the choice. The first choice stated to highlight the growing importance of ethical standards in healthcare, right? Yes. So, because that's what we can draw here in the paragraph that uh, when we say it should come as no surprise, then that an ethics of care approach to moral decision making would be embraced by nurses as well as by women in other healthcare profession up to and including the profession of medical doctors, right? So in the early 21st century, this approach to patient care in medical facility as well as in allied healthcare facility became most almost mainstream in many societies across the globe, with accrediting agencies offering their respective sales of approach, isn't it? So in that case, we can say that authors likely purpose in discussing the influence of accrediting agencies on the adoption of holistic care, patient care practice to show that what the growing importance of ethical standards in healthcare. So this could be called as a means most appropriate choice. Why? Because this option is discussing how accredited agencies uh, recognize and endorse recognize and endorse holistic patient care, holistic patient care, right, which shows that ethical standard, which shows what? Ethical standard, isn't it? Standards and comprehensive care, comprehensive, comprehensive care that are becoming increasingly important and valued in, you can say that, healthcare, right or not? So hence we can say option one would be the correct one. But let's look at the other choices also. Two said to criticize the commercialization of healthcare practices. No, this cannot be because this option is not being provided. The passage does not criticize commercialization, right? It focuses on the role of accrediting agency in promoting ethical care practices. So two would be disrupting the idea. Three, to suggest that external validation is necessary for ethical care. Now, this option is also not correct because it doesn't imply, right? It doesn't imply that external validation is necessary for ethical care, right? But rather than it supports the promotes best practices. So four, to argue that holistic care is a recent and temporary trend in medicine. Now, the passage does not suggest that holistic care is whether temporary um, or not. Um, but rather that it has become an established and you can say that recognized practice, isn't it? So we can consider option one would be the correct here, right? Option two, three, and four are incorrect. So the correct choice would be option one because it aligns with the passage focus on how you can say accrediting agencies and accrediting agencies reflect what? Reflect the growing importance of ethical and holistic care standards in healthcare. Holistic care standards in health care, isn't it? So hence we can say option one would be the most appropriate answer here. I hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.